Section 10.4, the algebra of matrices. We're first going to look at matrix addition and subtraction. The important thing we need to consider is that to add or subtract matrices, the matrices must have the same order, or we can say dimensions. So if I have we'll say 1, 2, negative 10, 3, negative 6, 12. So if I have a 3 by 2 matrix, I can only add this to another 3 by 2 matrix. Same thing with subtraction. What we find then, and so let's give us another matrix, we'll add them together. Say 6, 7, negative 5, negative 8, 1, 2. To add or subtract matrices, so if our matrix A and matrix B have the same order, then to add or subtract them, we add or subtract each corresponding element. So we say we add AI or Aij plus or minus Bij. If we're looking up here, that tells us that 1 is in the same position as 6. Since we're adding, we get 7. 2 is in the same position as 7, so 2 plus 7 is 9. Negative 10 plus negative 5 is negative 15. 3 plus negative 8 is negative 5. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. And 12 plus 2 is 14. And that is our solution matrix. Well, let's look at a couple of examples here. Go ahead and add or subtract the following matrices if you can. Take your time, pause your video, work the solutions out, and then resume when you're ready to check your answer. For part A, we notice we have a 3 by 2 matrix and a 3 by 2 matrix. So we can add them together. The resulting matrix will also be a 3 by 2 matrix. We get negative 3 plus 3 is 0. 2 plus 17 is 19. 0 plus 5 is 5. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. 11 plus negative 10 is 1. And negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. Now let's look at example B. First thing we need to do is check the order of our matrix. We have a 3 rows by 2 columns, and then 2 rows by 3 columns. These do not match up, so we cannot solve this. So you can write cannot be solved or no solution. That brings us to problem C. We have a 3 by 3 matrix and a 3 by 3 matrix. So we can solve. The one thing I want you to pay attention to, though, is that we are subtracting the second matrix from the first. Some of you will inevitably end up forgetting that you're subtracting and end up adding the elements. What I suggest you do then is just change the sign of every element in your second matrix and turn it into an addition problem. If we do that, we find our elements are negative 4 plus 3, which is negative 1, 3 plus negative 2, which is 1, 12 plus negative 6, 6, 0 plus 13, negative 5 minus 11, 1 plus 1, 2 minus 15, negative 8 minus 9, and 9 minus 18. That way, you're sure to come up with the solution matrix and not lose any of those signs, or not accidentally add when you should be subtracting. Well, that's the basics of addition and subtraction. Next, we're going to look at doing some matrix algebra.